Love smarter, not harder. Today's question. Ghosting is a common phenomenon in dating nowadays. I'm trying to date empowered, but I'm getting frustrated with men in their late 30s who should know better and are ghosting me. With some guys, it's a drastic 180 from the day before, and with others, I'm not so surprised. I'm tempted to call them out on it, but is it just better to let them float away? So I actually have 2 podcast episodes I think will be really helpful for you with this issue. One is about ghosting. It's episode 30 called Ghosting, Cowardice or Kindness. And I talk about really what are we wanting from someone when they ghost us. We have the information we need, which is that they decided we weren't a match and we weren't a fit. And yes, it's rude and yes, it's immature, but that's also valuable information we're getting. Because we don't want to be in a relationship with someone who's rude and immature and has that capability to behave in that manner. So as hard as it is and as painful as it is, we have to reframe ghosting as, okay, didn't like how it went down, but I have all the information I need to know about this person and I can move on to someone who wouldn't be rude and immature and would never ghost. The other episode that'll be helpful is episode 69 called Closure. Why it's so hard to give and get. Because really the ghosting thing is an issue with someone being incapable of providing closure. Just saying, hey, I've enjoyed getting to know you. I just don't see us as a fit for the future, so it's probably best if we part ways, or something benign like that. So I talk about that in the Closure podcast episode. I talk about times when I wanted closure and times when I knew that closure was wanted from me and I had a hard time giving it. It's not that easy. But really, when we look at these situations, we want to remember that we don't want to turn over our power. And I think sometimes with the ghosting and the closure bit, I think sometimes we've given too much of ourselves, too much of our power, too much of our time, our energy, our heart, and we've given so much to this burgeoning relationship that we started to expect and hope that it would move in a direction that it didn't clearly. And so part of our frustration with the ghosting, we really need to pull back a little bit and look at ourselves just so that we can date empowered, and begin to get to know someone with the fullness of who we are, with our warmth, with our excitement about connecting, but also without turning over our power, so that if they do ghost, we're not so upset and so devastated. So to answer your question, I say no. Don't confront them on it. Just move on. You have all the information you need. I hope that helps.